What is up, party people? We are on the road to Duct Tape Drags. And it's good, it's working. We are on the road to Duct Tape Drags. We are probably about an hour outside of LA at this point. And I mean, knock on something, but everything is working. Everything is working well. And I got no complaints. I've got a good temperature on 2 gauges. I've got oil pressure where I need it. I've got a speedo that doesn't work at all. That needs a calibration. But like, it's driving, no hands, everything's cool. I'm cruising 70, 75 and feeling pretty good about it. You get above 80 and it feels like stunt driving, but you know, it's a stock suspension from 1957. What can you expect? I hit the road this morning at dark 30 with Freiburger and met a whole bunch of other people, probably about 30 other cars down at the O'Reilly's in Ontario, California. Had a chat, sipped some coffee, got some gas, and hit the road in a pretty big caravan that pretty quickly dissolved. I am now currently in a micro caravan with a couple of names and cars you might know. One of them is Mason, who is in the Hot Rod Garage D-Cell Camino that he bought when everything shut down. Mason was a PA turned coordinator turned producer on Roadkill and I think Roadkill Garage, but he picked up that D-Cell Camino when everything shut down at Hot Rod Garage. But that was an HRG project that has a 12-valve Cummins inside of a 7-valve Camino. It always was pretty good, but he's made it pretty strong at this point. But we're also cruising in this micro caravan with Alex Scola, who was a shooter on pretty much everything, a director on a lot of things, a handful of Hot Rod Garages, a bunch of Engine Masterses, I think a bunch of Roadkills and our Roadkill Garages as well. But he is in the 66 4-door El Camino, affectionately known as the Crew Cab El Camino, that was either a Roadkill or a Roadkill Garage project years ago. He has picked it up. It's got an LS3 in it, I want to say. It is a good dialed car, and he is cruising at the many hundreds of miles out to Tucson. I am in the least road-tested vehicle of all, which is this here panel truck. It's got a small block, it's got a 4L60, it's got a whole bunch of new wires and a freshly cobbled together cooling system that I must say is pretty good. So since you last saw it, this truck has gotten a whole bunch of really little stuff that I just wanted to get done before I took the drive. I wanted to minimize the chance of getting pulled over, so a license plate light went in. Very simple, run a wire, run a ground, put in a new bulb. Very cool though. The housing that license plate light goes into still had the original bulb from 1957, and I don't know why, but I just love junk like that. But like, if you look inside of it, you can still see like it's that blue makes me feel it's original, and I don't know why I feel that way or why I wish it still worked, but I do. I really wish it still worked. That would be cool. What else did I do? I ran a fuel gauge, which is working really well. Kudos to Lucky, thank you to Lucky. When he put this tank in on Hot Rod Garage, he left a lead of a wire going to the sending unit, so all I had to do was connect my gauge wire to that stub wire that he had left, so that made it very, very simple. Thank you, Lucky. The other criticals to get done was a side view mirror. The one that was in there was just, I don't know, 50, 70, a bunch of years old, and I couldn't see anything anymore, so I really wanted to replace just the glass into the original housing. It turns out the replacement that I got, the glass is a little bit of a different shape, so my dad came by, he was helping me out with stuff, and he hit it with some red oxide primer, just so it didn't stand out with a good looking chrome thing on there. Oh, that's very nice.
I mean, that just like a fog coat.
It's perhaps too nice.
But it'll go better with that.
But I got a mirror, that works. And, and I wanted to have some charging abilities on the way out there, one for my phone and two for GoPros and things. But I found this little charging porch that you would put in a boat. It's a boat thing that's got a single USB-B, the big ones, and then a pair of USB-Cs on it, and a power button. because I ran into full-time battery, and now I can click it off so that the digital display that gives you a voltmeter reading won't drain the battery when I'm not driving this thing for months at a time. So that's wired up. I am currently charging a phone, and I feel like I'm in a modern car. So far so good. I am, I don't know, 100 miles into this trip. I am cruising at 180 on both gauges. Got good oil pressure, got a full tank of gas, got some cold ones in the back. And not like actual cold ones, but like cold beverages. Yeah, I got a bunch of t-shirts. If you're there, there's a chance you could watch this episode and see me the same day at Duct Tape Drags. I shot a bunch of the work on this yesterday and the day before, and I've edited none of it. So I'm driving 6-7 hours to get to Tucson right now. Gonna go hang out for a little while, go back to the hotel, edit probably the entire night to post this, and then head back to Duct Tape Drags for the main event on Saturday, where there's gonna be a Tri-5 shootout and just junky drag races and a burnout pit with Derek and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Selling a bunch of white t-shirts, which I gotta say, pretty crispy. It's a good shirt. So if you're at Duct Tape Drags, come find this panel truck. I'll probably be sitting in the back of it selling these crispy white t-shirts. And if you're not gonna be at Duct Tape, one, come next year because it's a lot of fun. And two, head over to Saturday Garage Shop and score you whatever merch you want. But in the meantime, wish me luck because I've got a whole bunch more miles to put down, and I'm hoping that the next time I see you, we're going into Tucson, not doing some sort of roadside repair or hack job on either my car, Alex's car, or Mason's car. There's a chance. So I know it used to be like a cool thing to heat burritos and stuff in your engine compartment. I'm not that brave. I don't trust the smoke and fluids well enough. But a transmission tunnel, it gets warm. We'll see how it works. Feel very cold. Oh, we just stopped in, I don't know where we are. And two things to note. One, diff fluid is leopard spotting the entire back of my truck. And two, gas is $2.98 a gallon here. That is fantastic. I'm gonna get as much as I can before I get back to California. I don't know how many miles we've gone, but I'm curious to see what kind of mileage this gets. I'm also curious to see what happens on the way back when I pull off this giant wind dam that's living on the front of my truck. It might make much of a difference, but it's gotta be something. So let's see. Who has a working odometer?
I'm checking how many miles to Morongo. 156 miles. So let's see
156. Stand by. 156 miles according to Mason. There's no way. That's a way. 12.182. Okay, 156 miles and 12.182 gallons. It's about 12.8 miles to the gallon, which for this big old girl, honestly, not terrible. But I think when this bad boy comes off, 13 all day.
So everything's still going very smoothly, but one thing I do want to mention is that this oil pressure gauge, as you can see here, it's doing great. It's like 40 pounds at, I don't know, what is that, 2,200-ish RPM. Ignore the speed, that's not accurate. But that gauge, that oil gauge, reads 50 in the middle, 25 is that first slash on the left side, so call half of that about 12. Now when I'm coming to It's a little bit hard to read if it's actually 10 pounds or not, but as you heard me lamenting through my oil pressure issues in the past, about 10 pounds per 1,000 RPM, which is a good rule of thumb. That's what engine master says, and if engine master says, I believe it. So as I'm coming to a stop, or if it's idling in gear, it's sitting like real low below that halfway mark, or below. It's sitting real low between halfway down from that halfway mark, and I don't know what's 10. It's too touchy for me to really be happy about. So I do have a port. I'm sorry, not a port. I have 5 ports of 1040 in here. I'm currently running a 530 in this motor. So when I get there, I may just do an oil change, throw a little heavier oil in it, see if that helps any. But what I think I'll probably do first is actually just bring the idle RPM up a hair. If I can get that idle RPM to help the oil pressure at that in-drive idle, I think that will... Oh my god, it fell again. My mic fell against headline. So what I might do when I get there is just do a quick oil change. I have 5 ports of 5, not 530, I have 530 in it right now. I have 5 ports of 1040 that I might throw in here just to thicken it up in a bit and see if I can get that oil pressure to come up in that in-drive idle situation. Now, you don't have to do it all the time. It's only once the motor is hot and the oil is hot. It feels like it's spaced out a little bit too much. So I'm going to try that, but first, I'm going to try just raising the idle RPM just a little bit with the idle set screw. That might give me a little bit more water pump at idle, which is not going to hurt. And if it gives me a little bit more oil pump at idle too, that might be a great thing. As long as it's not so much that it lurches going into gear, that might just be what this motor wants. So, just a thing to note. Otherwise, things are going quite smoothly. Show you what I mean. We're coming into a little bit of traffic now. Narrowing lanes, slowing down. See, that's like a concerning lowness, which means it gets a little bit of throttle, gets a little restored, and I feel okay about things. Better. Worsening. So low. Just need throttle all the time, or an idle screw. And it looks like we made it. There's a Cybertruck. That's dumb. It's just, pedestrian parking, so I guess that's okay. Don't love that. Don't love it one bit. But check it out, neutral. Slightly more acceptable. Perhaps reasonable. I don't know. The parking spot.
Gorgeous.
Hey, thanks. We made it. We all made it. Me and Scola and Mason there. Freiberger made it over there. And I'm not gonna worry about that oil pressure thing right now because by the time I leave here, it's gonna be cool. And when it's cool, there's gonna be oil pressure. So we're just gonna let it fix itself. In the meantime, I'm gonna go check out what's here. You guys are only gonna see a little bit of Friday night, but there's an all day tomorrow with some racing and a burnout pitch and a whole bunch of fun stuff. But in the meantime, I'm going to find some coffee because I have to go edit things now. It's gonna be sweet.
you weren't. You're supposed to be in the garage on Saturday. Is that Weekend Espresso show? Saturday in the garage?
Thursday. Thursday garage. Also, today's Friday, so it's fine.
Just a flashlight taped on.
All right, so we're here. We made it. It's much darker than it was before. I haven't really filmed a whole bunch because I've been hanging out and having fun and like doing cool stuff. So unfortunately, I don't have much to show you of this event, but I can tell you this. There's drag racing over here. There's a bonfire down there. There's a burnout pit over there. And there's a bunch of food and stuff, and there's a whole bunch of cool people. What I can tell you though, because you're not gonna see much of the event here, is you can head over to Freedom Plus, it's FRDMplus.com. They're doing a live stream of the entire event today, Saturday, assuming you're watching this on Saturday. And yeah, you can see the entire event coverage there. It's pretty cool, check it out. All that said, I do want to say thank you for watching and commenting and liking, subscribing, all that kind of stuff. But also for hanging in with me as I get this panel truck ready. It made it, and I'm pretty pumped on that. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching. Go work on your own junk, and I will see you next week. But for now, it's bonfire. It's train horns and bonfire.